everyone. This is David with Bolivar Live. Well, we're on the road again, but right now you're looking at the radar, and it starts about 3 o'clock this morning. We had some storms come through, actually around us, sort of blanket everything. Got a little mist, but that was about it. Not a lot of rain. But boy, the lightning was popping everywhere. Now we've got a northwest, north wind. Looks like the front's passed through. And we're heading down the highway. We've got to run into Beaumont, so we figured we'd give you a look at Highway 124 87 interchange. And we've also got the first clue in this week's Hunt for Bolivar. And the clue will be up in the window at the Tourism Center at 10 o'clock this morning. But first, this Bolivar Live is brought to you by the Big Store. When you're on Bolivar and you need anything, stop by the Big Store. You'll be greeted by a staff of smiling faces and a staff that's eager to help you find what you're looking for. Well, we're just passed over rollover, and so give me a second. And let's talk about music a little bit. This weekend, summer's starting to actually wind down a little bit, and so, but the music will go on. A lot of music on the peninsula, and most of it's family friendly, and so you can have a great time down here while you're on vacation. There's one bump going over, and they've expanded on what they've laid here. They're almost to Rollover Pass, and I think they're probably about at the end on where they're gonna raise the pavement, but they still have layers. And I know I've had a lot of questions about, is it gonna stay this rough? From what I was told, they will put a final lay over it. I know that from Rollover Pass to the Bolivar Ferry, Angel Brothers did that, and it's fabulous. And so I'm hoping this turns out the same way, but we'll just have to wait and see. Live music this weekend, I'm going to get that out of the way and let y'all know exactly what's going on. Friday night at Stingery Restaurant, Midnight River Choir. Great band, plays down here every year. This band, if you go to see them somewhere, a lot of times it's going to be $20 or $30. It's free at Stingery overlooking East Galveston Bay. Saturday night, and this is a big night for me. Saturday's my birthday. And so we're going to be at Down Under celebrating. About once a year I go out and stay out late, listen to live music. And so we're going to be at Stingery at Down Under Saturday night. Hope everyone can join me. Chris will be there. Gabby will be staying at home, but if you're in the area, stop by, say hi, listen to some live music with me, and I'm going to celebrate my birthday. Really, when you get to this age, you don't do a lot of celebrating. You're just thankful you can walk, wake up every morning, and all your limbs are working. But Saturday night is Spencer Marks at Stingery. As of right now, that may change, but I can tell you, whoever it is, it's going to be an awesome band. A little change yesterday. Pea Patch Orchestra is going to be at Stingery Restaurant on August 2nd. We made some changes yesterday in the live music lineup, and there'll be some more today, probably, I think 1 or 2. And so keep up with it on our website at BolivarPeninsulaTexas.com, and you'll be able to see exactly what's happening where. You can see what the surf looks like, and I'm going to zoom in a little bit. We're coming up to the construction area and going to have to set for a minute. And so you're stuck with me for a little bit until they let us through and we can get some more view. But surf's looking great. Beach is looking great. Weather's looking great for the weekend. And so if you don't have any plans, man, load up the family. Even if it's just for the day, come down and enjoy some of our 27 miles of paradise down here. Summer's fixing to be over, and you don't want to deprive the family of a trip to the beach on Bolivar Peninsula, because it's one of those things that A lot of families come down here. In fact, we just went over Rollover Pass, and a lot of families come down there and fish every year. A lot of families come down, still families coming down. We got an email yesterday about camping on the beach. And so you can camp on the beach. You can have an RV on the beach. Please just pack out what you pack in. We want to keep the beach clean. It's looking better than it ever has. And respect your neighbors. We love to hear music on the beach, but please respect your neighbors you have with us. It was packed this last weekend, and I look for it to be packed this coming weekend. So I know everyone's waiting on the Hunt for Bolivar clue. For those of you that aren't familiar with it, the Hunt for Bolivar, every week I put out a pink flamingo, and it could be on a rock, piece of paper, shirt, hat. You never know what it's going to be on, but you'll know you found it because it'll be a pink flamingo, and it'll say, "You found Bolivar, call this number." When you call that number, I answer the phone, ask you your name, where you found it, and ask you to meet me at the Bolivar Tourism, the studio, Woodpile Studio in the big store. We go in there and we do a live feed because you've got a chance of winning $5,000. Now, I'm going to introduce you. We're going to talk about the hunt, the clues, where you found it, how you found it, and then you're going to draw from a stack of envelopes. In these envelopes, you're guaranteed to win $100 cash. But this year, some lucky winner could win $500 or $5,000. Wouldn't it be great down here on a week's vacation, spend about $4,500 on a house and food and transportation, and you draw the envelope that you and your kids found, and you take home $5,000. Now that just gave you another week on Bolivar Peninsula. So I want to thank the businesses that make this possible, because without them we couldn't do it. These businesses are on board on a lot of things that I do. In fact, most of them are on board for just about everything I do to promote Bolivar. And so they've made a long-term commitment to help promote Bolivar and help me promote Bolivar. I love my job, I love what I do, and I couldn't do it without the local businesses. They make it possible. Stingery Restaurant, Swedes Real Estate, Island Time Designs, Latitude 29 Surf Shop, Sandra Dial Keller Williams Crystal Beach, Remax on the Water Bolivar, Vaportown, Jaybird's Tropical Treats and Eats, Southern Broadband, and crystalbeach.com. And the $5,000 sponsor for this summer's hunt is the Big Store. Thank all these businesses and shop all these businesses while you're on Bolivar or if you live here. They're the reason why we have the Hunt for Bolivar. Now, the clue. I know everyone's waiting on the clue. This is week number 9. 9 weeks now that we've been doing this hunt. It always starts the day after Memorial Day, that Tuesday morning, and the first live feed of each day thereafter until it's found each week, we give out a clue. Week 9, Hunt for Bolivar, clue number 1, Tuesday. There was a movie called Sword in the Stone, which may refer to the medieval sword of Galgano, embedded in a rock at a chapel in Italy. Now, these clues are up by 10 o'clock every day in the Tourism Center window, and we request that you go by and take a picture, because we do play with words, and it's good to have all the clues together so that you know exactly what's going on. Today's clue is there was a movie called Sword in the Stone, which excuse me, which may refer to the medieval sword of Galgano, embedded in a rock at a chapel in Italy. There was a movie called Sword in the Stone, which may refer to the medieval sword of Galgano, embedded in a rock at a chapel in Italy. There's clue number 1 in this week's Hunt for Bolivar. Hope everyone has, and it's going to be tomorrow morning. Looking for Bolivar is going to be so pleasant. The fronts come through, the humidity is going to drop. Temperatures are going to drop a little bit, but not as much as the humidity. And we've got about 3 or 3 days of awesome mornings here on Bolivar Peninsula. And even during the day, you're going to see a difference in the humidity and the way it feels sitting on the deck drinking coffee with your family or friends, or maybe just by yourself having some quiet time. But I can tell you, we're going to have some nice mornings, especially tomorrow morning. They said, I was listening to the Houston news, and the Houston news said they could break a record down towards 65. Didn't think they would, but I can remember a front coming through in August, the first week of August one year, where I actually wore pants when we were out fishing because it was really cool in the mornings and the humidity was down. So round up your family, make sure you make a trip down here and see us on our beautiful 27 miles of paradise, Bolivar Peninsula. Before school starts, I know teachers are going back in about 2 weeks for some of them. Some of them maybe the following week. Football will be starting, band starting for a lot of people. Football season will start, then we'll roll around. But we've still got a lot of events down here. And if you haven't signed up for our newsletter, on our Facebook page, connect with us. Sign up for our weekly newsletter. We added some events to it, some fishing tournaments this weekend or yesterday. And so when it goes out tomorrow morning, there'll be some new information on it. We've got music we're going to try and work on tonight and extend it out so you know exactly what's going on. Well, we're in the construction. You can see what the surf looks like. Hope y'all have a great day. We'll be back later on today. We're heading to Beaumont to run some errands real quick and get a computer fixed, look at some sound equipment, look at some broadcast equipment, and see what the budget will let us spend. So we're going to head on out. Hope y'all had a great morning. Thanks for joining us. Remember now, if you can always find us on 6 different locations. You can find us here on Facebook. You can find us on Instagram. You can find us on Twitter. You can find us on Periscope and Twitch. We're streaming live now all over the internet on social media sites and YouTube. So you can always catch us. Maybe you've got a friend that doesn't do Facebook. You can watch us live on YouTube. And the videos always stay up on all these channels so you can go back if you miss one and see it at a later date. Until next time, this is David with Bolivar Live. Y'all have a great day, great week. Come see us. God bless, and bye-bye.